When logging into USA Dialer, please use the URL that was provided to you by the support staff. Secondly, when you're logging in, please use the email that was created for you by the support staff and the password. Keep in mind that this user login and password can be changed at any time with the admin user through USA Dialer services. After logging in with your email address and correct password, always click I accept to accept the user agreement, then press Login. Once you click I accept and log in, you'll be taken to the user interface. You'll see 7 tabs across the top: Home tab, List View, Contact View, Settings, Admin, Campaign, and Agent Monitor. We will go through each one of these tabs. In the upper left-hand corner where it says Join a Predictive Campaign will be a list of all the campaigns that you create for your users. Below that, you will see Scheduled Calls. These are your scheduled callbacks that will show up for your users on an individual basis. This will show your callbacks scheduled for that day and the next 24 hours. The next box in the upper right-hand corner is your global phone search. This is where you can search for a contact throughout all of your campaigns. You search by using a 9-digit phone number. That is the only way that you can search for a contact within this dialer. The next section is your stats. You can choose from the drop-down menu to choose from your stats for today, last week, last month, or you can choose a specific date and time and get those stats. List View is where you can have other agents or other users within your account refer leads to specific departments, to a specific management team, or to a team member that will move that lead into a future process. The third tab is Contact View. This is where your agents are going to spend 90% of the time in the dialing platform. In the upper left-hand side, you will see Predictive Dials. As your agent is clicked on a campaign from the Home tab, it will automatically bring them here to the Contact View tab and start dialing numbers. In the upper left-hand corner where it says Predictive Dial, you will see the numbers being dialed. Right below that, you will see the timeline in which they have been in that action, whether they've been idle, talking, waiting, or disconnected from the dialing platform. Just below that, you will see all of the contacts information that you uploaded into the dialer, such as the company name, the first and last name, the address, city, state, zip, and phone number and email address. You can have up to 20 different database fields that are customized to suit your needs. Moving to the right, you will see an icon starting with the green phone. This is where you can click on the green phone to call a contact back or to start your campaign. The red phone indicates you can hang up on that call. The play message icon is where you can play a pre-recorded message for your prospect to hear specific information, or if you choose to leave a message for a prospect, they would choose from a drop-down menu on how to leave a message for a specific prospect. Once they click on the message to leave a specific prospect, at that point, the message will be dropped into the customer's voicemail. The dialer will disconnect that call. The agent would choose from the drop-down menu, made call, left voicemail, and it would move them on to the next call. The next icon is the record icon. The record icon, you can choose to record on demand, or from the campaign tab, you can click to record all phone conversations. The next icon is your transfer icon. Just like transferring a phone from the front desk to another office within your own business, you can transfer this call on this dialer to any 9-digit number. The three-way icon is where you or your agent can three-way transfer to any 9-digit number, either pre-programmed within your dialing platform or any 9-digit number outside of it. The next icon is your send email option, where you can send a templated email to this prospect. Keep in mind when using this feature, you must be using a valid email address when logging into the dialing platform. The next section is your disposition bar. Starting with the custom dispositions, this is where you can create up to 10 custom dispositions that fit your company or business. The next drop down is a scheduled callback. You can choose to call somebody back in the next 30 minutes, the next 3 days, the next 30 days, or you can click on custom to create a specific time to call that prospect back. Remember, when choosing the custom callback option, you're going to be calling that prospect back in their respective time zone based on their 9-digit phone number. When you use the Made Contact drop-down, you can either choose to mark the sale as a completed goal or sale, someone that was not interested, or someone that has been asked to put on the Do Not Call list. When you choose Unable to Contact, this is where you can mark the lead as voicemail left a message, voicemail left no message, or busy unavailable. The next set of dispositions is your Assign To. This is where you can assign a lead to anybody that is in the system, whether it be a coworker or a management team member. Right below in the contact log, each time a lead is touched, it is date and time stamped based on the action that was performed. Whether the dialer was initiating a call, whether the agent took a call and dispositioned, it will date and time stamp that. Once it's in the call log, it cannot be edited or removed. Below the contact log is your Add Note section. This is where the agent can actually type in notes and click the Add Note button to add those to the contact log. The next tab is the Settings tab. In your upper left-hand corner, you were issued a company ID number starting with C. In this example, it's C2000 at company ABC. Here you will see your admin login and your company ID. Anytime that you submit a support ticket, you receive an invoice, or call in for support, the first thing they're going to ask you is, what is your company ID number? That's where you would find it. Right below that is your outbound call configuration. This is the phone number that is used and will be presented to your customers as you're using the dialing platform. Below that will also be your company name that will display on your consumers or businesses caller ID phone number. Below this is your voice connection setting. You can either choose a SIP setting to where you're using a soft phone application, or you can use a dial-in number, and you can use any dial tone phone number. The next section is the Campaign tab. When creating a new campaign, simply click on Create New Campaign. You're going to give it a company name. You're going to give it a description for the data. You're going to give it a caller ID name and a caller ID phone number. Please keep in mind that the caller ID name and the caller ID phone number can be changed at any time. You want to make sure you click the box for limit calling hours. The federal do not call times are before 8 a.m. and after 9 p.m. You could choose any window of time in between those timelines for your dialer to be calling your prospects. The dial override rate is the number of lines that you wish to be calling a prospect, meaning that if you have 5 agents on the phone, you can choose to either be dialing 1 line per agent or up to 5 lines per agent to find that new prospect. Please keep in mind that the average wait time is 30 to 45 seconds in between calls. If you're experiencing any calls quicker than this, you're burning through your data, and you will probably be above the 3% drop call ratio. If you're above the 3% drop call ratio, you will get calls from the FTC complaining about your abandon rate. The next section is Wait For, and that's how long you want a prospect to wait if an agent is not available. The next box is AMD, Answering Machine Detection. By choosing this box on each campaign, you're eliminating 85% of voicemails that your agents would potentially hear. The next box is Record All. This is where it will record all call conversations from start to end. Once you've completed your designated settings, click the Add Campaign button, and now your campaign has been created.